Some would point out over-dependence on major conglomerates remains an unresolved issue here in Korea. Latest data shows these family-owned firms not only continue to remain dominant, but are expanding their influence in the local economy. Choi Si-young gets us up to speed with the developments.
Korea's economic dependence on chaebols, the country's family-owned conglomerates, is increasing as data shows the combined sales of Korea's top 10 companies made up more than 44% of the country's gross domestic product last year. Data released by industry tracker CEO Score on Wednesday shows the cumulative sales of chaebols amounted to $677.8 billion in 2017. The lion's share came from Korean tech giant Samsung Electronics, which alone accounted for nearly 15% of GDP, with sales of $224.2 billion, followed by automaker Hyundai Motor and Samsung's local rival LG Electronics. The dominance of chaebols has increased over the years. Sales by the top 10 companies made up a greater proportion of Korea's GDP in 2017 than in 2015, when the top 10 firms' combined sales made up around 41.5% of GDP. This trend is in a sharp contrast to the US and Japan. The top 10 companies in the US account for about 12% of its national GDP. In Japan, the top 10 firms make up about 25%.
This is not really an issue about the companies themselves, but rather South Korea should approach the issue by coming up with a new industrial structure.
Walmart and Toyota, the number one firms in the US and Japan, only account for roughly 3% and 6% of their respective national GDPs. Choi Si-young, Arirang News.